We are in the game with Mr. Dragon, just waiting for Mr. Squall to join. Hmm. So, very interesting matches. So we're gonna have Norwin versus Shaolin, Nemo versus Whiskey Dingo, Dragon versus Squall, Ponder versus Hacker, Boa versus Jumper, React versus Dead Infested, John Blade versus Rancer, and Vorti versus Oya. So Vorti versus Oya might be a very interesting match as well. So we have very strong players today as well. From Pro League players, Mr. Nogwin played in Pro League, Mr. Nemo played in Pro League, Mr. Dragon played in Pro League, Mr. Squall already qualified for the Pro League of BSL 16 through BSL 2022 points. Mr. Boa played in Pro League, Mr. Jumper played in Pro League last season. Mr. Vorti, I don't believe he played in Pro League, but he's a very good player, and Mr. Oya played in Pro League regularly. Let's wait for Mr. Dragon. So let me show you how it looks like. Mr. Dragon is here. So, ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful StarCraft music, the beautiful voice of your favorite StarCraft commentator, caster and fluent English speaker, casting the incredible players, very good players. Both of those players already have a seed to BSL Pro League Season 16 through BSL points. So, spawning on the top right position of the map Nemesis, we are having the Canadian Protoss player. This is Mr. Dragon from Team NAS. And on the bottom right position, also at the same map, as a surprise for you, we are having Mr. Squall from Espanol, representing Team Ash. So, how the map looks like. Probably most of you know it already from Africa StarLeague. But if you will kill both of those assimilators, no unit can pass, only the Ghost. If you will kill one, then like Zealot can go through, but Dragons can't go through, so the choke is much smaller, and there are like 3, so you can make it basically an island. You can see that Dragon will start with the Forge, and so he will play a relatively safe opening. We need to remember that this is best of 1, so loser of this match will be eliminated from the tournament. Hello, Mr. Fanatic. So loser of this match will be eliminated. There is no loser bracket. So, but there is 6 more tournaments to sign up. That's why it's only single elimination. You can have bad day, you cannot win, but you have other options to sign up. And we can see that Dragon, thanks to the fact that he scouted with the second probe, he found Squall relatively early. He will see that this is a 9 pull speed, so he will be able to add 2 cannons for sure. I can't believe that he will risk it with only 1 cannon. We can see that I think Dragon cutted some probe production in order to put the Nexus first. Squall is already going towards him. And what Dragon wants to check with this probe is whether Squall is building more links or if he is transitioning into the drones. So right now, those 6 links, they want to go to Dragon and maybe kill the X over here. Because, for example, Squall could kill the X here and the X here, and he could get into the Dragon main base if he would want to. We can see more links from Squall, so that's very aggressive opening. He will have additional links to chase down those scouting probes. There is second scouting probe from Dragon. He is aware that if there will be links, speed links in front of his main base, it would be too hard to scout. Obviously on this map it's a little bit easier because, oh, nice block from Dragon. He lost 1 probe, and second probe here, but overall it was definitely worth it because Squall invested so much in order to start with this build order. So as you can see, we already have a Nexus blinking, but Squall already has layer, and he will go for some kind of a sneaky build order. Let's see what will be Dragon reaction, because Dragon overall situation is very good if he will not die too quickly. And we can see that Squall is already working on those eggs over here. If you watched the last week's cast, we had a match between Squall and Blade, and Squall played this kind of a build order where he started with the relatively fast Tusk to hatch Mutas. What Dragon will want to do, he will want to get out with the probe over here, but there are links already here, and maybe with the pylon tweak it will be possible to get through those assimilators. But without it, it will be too hard to do probably. So maybe with the pylon tweak, it didn't work now, maybe it will work. It will work, so as you can see, Dragon is showing some special tactics to us, and he's going with the probe, and he will scout the popping ritualist right away, so this is so important, this is so valuable scouting for our Protoss player. He will know that the powerful push is incoming. You can see Dragon is already working on those assimilators in order, but one of the zealots is not attacking the assimilators. The lurkers are already in production. Dragon is adding bazillion cannons in front of his natural. Thank you, Fanatic. Thank you, Karolinka. So I think the reaction is understood. You can see that Dragon is already pulling the probes just to kill the assimilators. Let's see what will be the timing of that, because it looks like it should be good enough for Dragon to kill those assimilators. The lurkers will have a hard time doing anything. Maybe the Squall can work on going with those 2 eggs and then try to eliminate the natural from mining. But the number of cannons is just too big. You can see how much damage those cannons are dealing. So one of the lurker is survived, but there will be Corsair. I'm pretty sure that Squall will want to transition the drones right now. I don't think he will see an option to get back to this game while being aggressive, but after seeing such a huge dedication from Dragon to those cannons, maybe he can still see the hope. However, we can see that there is a significant advantage for the Protoss player right now. We have the second natural of Squall. The links are working on top of those eggs, but we can see that there will be faster robot. This is a very good reaction because first of all he will have observers, second of all he will have reavers available for this robo. The Corsair killed one overlord, that's always good. He will grab this card, this expansion over here. Look at Dragon economy, he has plenty of probes, he's mining very efficiently, while Squall also has not bad drone number, but it's much smaller than Dragon, but he will have more larvas to rebuild them. The question is, if he will spend all the larvas on the drones, will he have enough units to defend the incoming push? Because there will be incoming push of a lot of zealots and reavers, and I think it will be relatively hard to hold it. Because definitely Squall wants to saturate this base. He wants to start mining from this base in order to be able to fight against two base Protoss. Especially that Dragon is known for his incredible two base timings. The good part of Squall is that he can take this base and there will be no threat of units going through this side. He's killing the eggs over there. It would be much faster to kill them with the lurkers, because as you can see those eggs have 10 armor, so with the 5 damage, the links are dealing 1 damage, but the lurker would deal 10 damage, so those would fall much faster. There is a speed for the Hydralisks. This base will be minimally saturated soon. The Mutat switches is something that might be necessary for Squall to survive. There is a lot of drones in the natural, there is a lot of drones in the third base as well, so as you can see he was able to build enough drones, but now the army of Dragon is so big that I am afraid that Squall has not enough time to build big enough army to be able to defend against this aggression. As you can see, he doesn't see the shuttle. 2 drones are falling. That was a little bit lucky, I would even say, for Squall, because it might have been much worse. So for now, he didn't took too much damage. He still has some time. He built so much drones in the third base. I'm afraid that even a little bit too many. There will be 2 rivers soon and a lot of dragoons. Plus 1 upgrade, weapon upgrade for Dragon is done. And 76 to 105 supply, so if some kind of miracle happen, maybe there is a hope, but I don't think it's possible for Squall to fight against this powerful army of Dragon, because the rivers are such a powerful units, and he also added a bunch of dragoons, so even though if Squall would switch to the Mutas and want to snipe the shuttle, the goons would deal with them. So as you can see, the Mutas are already there, but the number of goons is so significantly bigger than the number of Mutas that it will be so hard to do anything for Squall. I like the idea he had, like, but Dragon was so good in realizing what he should do in this game, and that was a very unfortunate beginning for Squall, but when you are going for such a all-in opening, you need to always count that something like that might happen if you will get scouted, and this is GG. Dragon is winning 1-0 and he's going to another round, so congratulations for our Protoss player from Canada. Very nice, very nicely done. Let's see how the bracket looks like. So Nogrim won with Shaolin, Boa won with Jumper, John Blade won with Rancor, Forty and Oya are fighting, so we are waiting right now. React versus Dead Infester. I don't know how this game ended, but I can see React on the channel. Mr. Mikazao, it's too late. I already PM'd him and he didn't answer, so I assume he might be sleeping. Maybe he can sign up tomorrow. There is still 6 more qualifications, so that's why there is a check-in. So we would not deal with the players who sign up and don't have time to play. My beautiful wife is watching. You can check out the bracket over here. Mr. Lairutu, yes, this is real Nemu. Mr. Dimian, Super Gosu, BSL Liquidpedia creator and updater. Thank you very much, Mr. Dimian, for updating those all the scores, all the tours, and creating all those Liquidpedias. This is a huge support. Mr. Nemu is already in the channel. Let's see who won, Nemu or Whiskey Dingo. Thank you, Mr. Manu, for the support. Mr. Big Raf, welcome, welcome. Oh, Mr. Dimian became BSL Patreon today as well. Thank you very much, Mr. Dimian. I'm really appreciating that. If you haven't seen, yesterday I made a post where I created the goal, which if we will meet this goal, I will keep organizing tournaments next year as well. So you can check it out on Team Liquid. I can see that there is some kind of a mistake in the stream elements. Let me just try to fix it while we're waiting for the next players. Mr. Manu, what? 2,000 elixir, $10. Thank you very much, Mr. Manu. This is a huge amount of support. Thank you very much, man. Happy Halloween, Rafałek. Siemanko. Thank you, Mr. Manu. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Nemu. Let me just... Nemo and Nagim, they are both from Europe, right? So we can try Tournament 24. Mr. Manu, this is a BroodWar, but for the kids, right? Those are the animations from it in the donation keeps you, right? So no Green versus Nemu. Best of 3. Nemu playing random. I think he played random. So the map is called Lemon. This is a little bit different map than we used to watch usually, because usually we have one base with 9 mineral fields and second base with like 7 mineral fields. Here we have only 6 mineral fields and no gas in the natural. However, there are so many mineral fields in the main base, and there are 2 extractors with 6,000 Vespin Geyser in each. So it's possible to play very strong one base play. However, if you want to play very strong one base play, you need to take your natural, because you don't have enough space over here to build all the buildings you need to build usually. So this is very interesting ZVZ. I'm a huge fan of this matchup. I hope all of you are. As you can see, you can mine those mineral fields, which are much lower, and it will enable your drones to mine from those 3 mineral fields as well. So this map is enabling you to have, like, I don't know, 50 probes, which are working pretty efficiently over here. Maybe not 50, but maybe 40. It's still a pretty significant number. So guys, today is a Halloween, right? So today is a pumpkin celebration day, because it's like the last Saturday of October. Okay, so we will have 12 pull from both players. Wow, even a second extractor so quickly. Mr. Manu is going crazy with the donations today. Thank you very much, man. So this is the best way of spending Saturday, right? Casting and playing and watching BroodWar. So as you can see, Nemo is already mining with 2 extractors, and I don't know if it's not too early, to be honest, because like I get what he wants to do, but I'm wondering whether he will have enough larvas to saturate all this gas income from those 2 extractors. Because usually you need like 2 hatcheries in order to be able to produce mutas when you have income from 2 extractors. However, you can see that Nemo has significant spire timing advantage. And the second Sunken coming, so it's 8 drones compared to 9 drones. He will probably have good spire timing, and maybe after the spire timing he will be able to place a second hatchery here. So maybe this is a calculated build, maybe I know nothing. We can see that Nogrim is already morphing his hatchery into the layer, and he took the second hatchery over here, which is mineral only, but it's not a problem. Those are the additional minerals. The problem, it might be a problem when he will want to build spores, anti-air cannons, because if he would have hatchery here, then like maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 spores would be enough, maybe 3 spores would be enough, but in this case he will have to build like Probably once per here should be enough to cover this area, so maybe once per here and once per here-ish. This is a pretty exposed spire, but it's not that behind. He's not that behind. But you can see the amount of gas from Nemo. That's incredibly... like 400 gas already. 400 gas more already. And drones from Nogrim. And already 3 mutas popping from Nemu, so I was wrong. He will have enough, probably enough larvas to saturate this gas after some time. But I feel like Nogrim will have to build this evolution chamber, yeah. He will have a links, I wonder whether he have a speed or not. Cannons in ZVZ, yeah. You know what I mean, Mr. Fanatic. I wanted to say, ooh, and killing overlords. That's pretty smart because he knows that Nogrim will invest a lot of money into the spores, so he will have not too much money to build overlords. So that's a very smart player, to be honest. There is a speed for those links, but those two Sankens should be enough to push it away. You can see nice reaction from Nemo, immediately putting the drones in case if Nogrim would commit to that attack. But you can see that there is a still supply block and there is no overload in production, so that's pretty powerful. Though killing those scourges was, killing those overloads was pretty powerful. You can see that after mining this patch, there is like he opened himself possibility to mine with 3 more patches. Same thing goes here. However, those patches are a little bit further away, but you can have a couple more drones being effective. And we can see already 5 mutas for Nemo. I wonder what will be the usage of those links. If there would be like 15 of those links, there would be a hope, because 10 links can't win with 2 Sankers. This is the problem for Nogrim. He need like 15 of them, and then he would be able to win against those Sankens. We will have Scourges. Those are the scouting Scourges from Nemo. I'm expecting Nemo to go for +1 Carapace upgrade. Same thing I'm expecting from Nogrim. But the drone number mining minerals, it's 10 to like 12. But Nemo is mining only with 2 on gas over here. However, he have significant advantage. Like he have significant surface of gas from the beginning, so maybe that's why he wanted to increase his income a little bit more. Nogrim decides to kill Overlord. That's smart as well. Look at the amount of gas from both players. +1 Carapace already done for Nemo. Nogrim added some drones. This drone is going crazy while mining. Look at that. Mining and doing something like that, and then mining again. This is pretty stupid drone. Now Nogrim will be able to see that +1 Carapace is done. Let's see what will be the micro. Nice micro over here. There is a third base with 2 extractors, but you can't take second main base. Look, let's wait for the Carapace from Nogrim if he did it, if he committed into that. So many drones from Nemo. So he invested a little bit more into the drones, and now he will be able to produce mutas for all the gas that he mined. Mr. Manu with the constant support. Thank you, man. Again. I wonder whether Nemu is waiting for like +2 carpets and then he will decide to attack. We can see that Nogrim amount of drones is not bad. Like he's also mining pretty well. Like maybe this drone could mine from this mineral field, and this drone could mine from this mineral field. But besides that, he's mining well and he's producing a lot of mutas. But look at the supplies, guys. It's 68 to 50 for Nemu, so it's like 9 mutas advantage. Now maybe now 5 mutas advantage. But I think when +2 carbase will hit, Nemu will want to like utilize this advantage. I don't know how to call it. $700, $500 for Nemu. He definitely has money to yeah, he definitely has money to build additional expansion. I'm pretty sure that he's waiting for +2 carbase and then he will want to attack. This one spore is big and not big. +2 carbase and he's going for it. A lot of scourges from Nogrim, but also a lot of scourges from Nemu. Who will be on top of that? There is +2 carbase and +1 carbase for Nogrim, so probably Nogrim should... Ooh, nice connections from Nemu. Probably Nogrim should escape and fight. Because his main base, he doesn't have anything significant in the natural. He's probably waiting for +2 carbase. But Nemu with the beautiful timing attack. Very nice control as well. Not allowing Nogrim mutas to escape. There are 2 spores in the main base, so... So I think in the main base, Nogrim should feel relatively safe. But still, he doesn't have second hatchery here, so... Nemu decides to go for this hatchery, but it opens him up for the backstab, and we already have 10 mutas going for the backstab. There will be 4 mutas over here. Both of them have +2 carbase. Nice micro from both players. But Nemu still has significant amount of money, 1,200. This is so much money. He will have money to build additional expansion, and I think this is where this drone wants to go. He's doing his best to stay in this game. I wonder whether Nemu started +1 weapon upgrade because there was so much going on. And Nogrim probably staying in this game because he still have 1000 gas. So he still has the potential to build like 10 mutas. Nemu decides to go for it, and I think he will be able to break Nogrim. However, those 2 spores are dealing a lot of damage. And it might be close. I don't know actually. be close. There is 7 mutas left for 2 mutas of Nogrim. GG, Nemu, after taking 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock base, is taking 1-0 lead versus Nogrim. So congratulations, very nice game. Good game from both players. So React won against the Infester. I know that React is also streaming on Trovo, so you can check out his stream if you want to see his game against Boa. Mr. John Blade won with Mr. Ransor. So John Blade versus Oya, very interesting match as well. Colosseum is the map pick of Nogrim. I think I will root for Boa today, Mr. Mikazu. So, spawning on the bottom left location, we are having Nogrim, and spawning on the bottom right location, we are having Nemu. Nemu playing random. So that's why Nogrim didn't know how to start exactly, because he didn't know that Nemu is playing Zerg. So that was a very nice use of the fact that your opponent is playing blindly. Let me just update the score. This is 1-0 for Mr. Nemu. Nogrim already scouting because like choosing the map against random is hard because you don't know which race you will face. Probably Nogrim is aware that Nemu main race is Zerg, so probably he took it under the consideration that this map should be good-ish in ZVZ as well. But we can see that Nemu having Terran this time. Let's see what kind of a build order and strategy he will decide to go for. You can see that his APM is 50, so he is not like every click of his own is very well calculated. Nemu is very smart player, very how to call it, very analytic. Like he knows what he wants to do and he's going towards this build order. As you've seen with this +2 carapace, he didn't hesitate. He just knew, okay, this is +2 carapace. I started mining my gas at the right time, so this is what I should do, and I really like it. As you can see, Nogrim already scouted him. There will be a second Rax in the main base from Nemu, and this is non-standard opening. Usually you go for one Rax expansion or one Rax into factory and maybe starport, but this game Nemu decided to go for two Raxes, and if it will be not scouted by Nagrim, and I think this Marine should push him away. Oh no, he will not, and he will scout that this is double Rax, so he will know exactly what's coming towards him. So right now, after like he's probably very happy that he decided to pull this drone, and even this drone didn't die, so those 6 links might deal a lot of damage. We will see a lot of Marines, so he should be able to defend those 6 links aggression, because it should be like 5 Marines at the moment when those links will arrive. But Nemu needs to be aware, and he needs to be Chuine. I don't know how he's Chuine, but that was a very, very good timing attack from Nogrim, and he killed already 2 of the wins. Three wins. This is a great opening for our Zerg player. He will be able to place the Sunken over here. Obviously for Nemu it's not that bad, like it's bad, it's very bad, but it's not the end of the game because he still has 2 axes, so he will be able to make the push he wanted to do, which is like the relatively fast engineering bay probably. But after losing those Marines, maybe he decided to change his mind, and we can see that he added the factory, so that's very interesting. I don't know what Mr. Mikazu did, but Stream Elements banned him for 5 minutes. This is a like Autobot ban. Now he's pretending that he's moving out, but I feel like it will be a good old tank push. You know what I mean? Like bunch of Marines and medics, 1 or 2 tanks, and trying to break the Sunkens and kill the Zerg. Back in the days, that was a very, very strong opening. It's still pretty strong if you don't know how to counter it. Like, obviously, those days you can be even surprised with that, because you might not expect it's coming. So, ooh, but Nogrim will be able to scout the starport, so that's actually brilliant scouting. Great information from him, so he will be able to see what's coming, to know what's coming, and he will be on alert. He will probably spread overloads like here and I don't know, here and here in order to see everything. So that was a $1 million link. That was definitely worthy for him to scout that, to waste, to like sacrifice this link. And now Nogrim is like, oh, you don't have expansion. That's pretty big commitment to this strategy. And Nemu's scanned. He sees the Spire timing, so he can calculate what's coming towards him. It will be a fast vessel, but he will not have a gas to produce this vessel. Old Sunken from Nogrim. You can also add Sunken here if you want. This Sunken is also a nice addition to your defense. But what Nogrim is doing, he is basing his defense on the Sunkens, and he wants to cut the reinforcements with the Mutas, and I like this. However, it will be pretty big amount of bio, but 4 Sunkens is a lot. But Nemu decided, okay, this is my moment. I should go now. The best defense is attack, but 4 Sunkens is too much. Mr. Masoka, thank you. Welcome. I really like Mr. Masoka. He's He's typing everywhere on BSL YouTube, on Reddit when I'm posting some posts. He's always commenting this comment, BSL forever. That's nice for my eyes. Let's hope it will be actually forever. Nemo will have Vessel soon, however, the defense of Naguim was a little bit too tight for now for him to do anything, and the number of Marines is a little bit too small. So there is no support for the Marines. For the like, there is no support for the vessel, or like vessel will have no units to support. Very nice snipe on the turret, on the turret as well, but on the vessel. And now with the beautiful micro. I'm wondering whether Naguim will decide to go for some additional hatchery maybe in the main base. Because you are not forced to go for the third base when the run is only on one base. And Nemo has the biggest problem in the world, which is I don't have buildings where I can spend my money with. And now I'm going for the third base, going for the Hillrise Den already. You will probably want to snipe the vessel again. GG from Nemo. So we have 1-1 score. The Swedish king is fighting against Bulgarian king. Mr. Yu! Ooh, Super Gosu player from Peru. Thank you, Mr. Yu, for the raid. Thanks, man. I'm really appreciating that. Mr. Yu, Super Gosu caster. Thank you, thank you. Muchos gracias. Hola, amigos del Mr. Yu. This is Zero, and this is BSL Surprise Tour. And we are having a match between Nemo and Nogwin. Winner, there is 8 open tournaments, and winner of each tournament will get a spot in the main event. And we already have Ziki, who won. So I think that's nice. That's nice. Tonight we're gonna find out second player who will advance. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. Thank you for following and for being here. Mr. Manu, thank you for the support. Mr. Yu, thank you for the support as well. You guys are the best. Let's go for the third game between Naguim and Nemu on Shakuya Step. So, spawning on the bottom left location as a red Zerg, we are having Mr. Nagui. And his opponent as a blue Protoss this time, you are having Mr. Nemo. So one best of 3, Mr. Nemo is playing random every single time, and we will see all the races, the usage of all the races of Mr. Nemo. He showed us very good game with the Zerg. He showed us nice idea of a Terran, but unfortunately for him, the execution of Mr. Nagui, the scouting, the awareness of what can happen was too good. The micro of the Mutas and aggression was a bit too good, too big, and Nemo wasn't able to utilize it. Let's see what will be the strategy of a choice for our players, because Nagui also plays against random, so he's aware that, okay, I'm not playing against Zerg, because Nemo is a main Zerg, but actually he's playing random very, very often. However, that's why Nagui is scouting with the 9 drone. You can see Nemo pylon in the main base, which might indicate that we will have double gateway, and this is a very, very it can be very, very effective strategy. However, if Nagui will find him first, and he will see that this is the double gateway, which it is, it will be actually a great scenario for Nagui, because I know that he is a very strong Zerg versus Protoss player. If you haven't watched, he has been practicing against Bonnie, and actually he was able to play pretty good games against Bonnie, pretty equal games, and his late game is very, very strong. He understands the mechanics and how this matchup works. And he already started with the spawning pool, and he will build the hatchery after that. He don't want to delay the hatchery by building early gas, because the earlier he will have this hatchery, the earlier this hatchery will start spawning larvas, the earlier equip will be here. And if you want to defend double gateway, you usually want to have as early links and as early possibility to build sunken as possible. But I think he scouted that Nemo was building probes all the time, so I'm expecting Nemo going for some kind of opening where he will apply pressure with the Zealots. He will want Nemo to build out of links, and after that he will want to look at the micro from Mr. Nemo. He don't want this probe, his drone, to be back home, and he will probably go for the expansion behind it, but let's see what will be his decision. Now going for the third hatch in the main base. Yeah, exactly. This is very nice that we are able to see all the races. And as you can see, he will want to build the sunken as quickly as it's possible. He didn't lose this drone, which is very, very important. There will be 3 zealots and 2 probes, soon to be 5 zealots and 3 probes. So that will be pretty huge commitment by Mr. Nemo. I mean, he pulled probes as well with that, but maybe those probes are actually like the upgrades maker. Those probes are there to punch the links once, so when they will punch the links once, the link has 30 supply, 30 HP, and the Zealot has 16 damage, so 2 shots of the Zealot is only needed in order to kill the link. Oh, the Zealot is dead. Pretty huge loss. But that's very early Nexus from Nemo. I'm wondering what kind of reaction will be from Nagui, because he can choose to go for mass links and try to counter that. He can choose to go for layer, he can choose to go for Hydras from 3 hatcheries, he can choose to go for a lot of drones and third base. There are a lot of options, but he has to react somehow. This is not an easy game to play as a Zerg, because usually you are not facing such a aggression at the beginning. So Nemo knows what he's doing, and he's already mining gas, so his tech will be pretty on point. But you can see Nogrim is not overreacting. He don't want to be too aggressive. He don't want to lose because of that. Because if he would go for mass links and Nemo would defend it, it would be probably the end of the world. Because then it would be 2 base deck versus 2 base Protoss. But if Nogrim will spend this money into the drones, then he will have good enough economy to maybe build a third base after that. Mr. Revolution Veer, Super Ghost to Caster is here. Welcome, man. Our Bombastic General, right? Oh, Mr. Nagrim is also the same country as Nagrim, so yeah, it's obvious that he's cheering for his friend from his nation. There will be a gun from Nemu, so Nagrim will not have a like easy way of scouting what's coming towards him. There will be 2 Sunkens from Nogrim, and I'm a little bit afraid for Nemu because he will have no anti-air-ish. Although he can always go for double Starport. Oh, we have attack! I didn't expect that. So Nemo, after seeing that there is no Hydras, Mass Sunkens and Links, he was able to read that Nogrim is going for the Mutas. But look at the supplies, guys. It's 47 to 42 for Nogrim, so it's a relatively good situation for our reserve player right now. He has healthy economy, he's building like 6 Mutas, he just killed most of the Zealots from Nemu. So the 6 Mutas are arriving. But this double Stargate might be pretty powerful answer to those Mutas. Because if Nogrim will commit into those Mutas heavily, and we not know that he's facing double Stargate, but now he will know that he's facing double Stargate. Nice micro from Nemu, also very nice micro from Nogrim. Nogrim was hesitated, but he would be able to beat this position if he would commit into that. There was actually 7 mutas which were witty damage, but probably he would be able to break it. But maybe not after the Corsairs would pop from the Stargate, so actually that was probably a good decision. You can see 4th and 5th hatchery here, Evolution Chamber and Hydra Residence, so Nogrim is just buying time, additional time with those mutas. He's forcing Nemu to spend all the monies into the Corsairs while building drones on his own behind that. This is probably +1 weapon for the Corsairs. So when Nemu will have like probably 7 Corsairs or 5 with +1, he will want to go and deal some damage with them. However, the Hydra production already started from Nogrim. I'm pretty sure that he already started with the Overlord speed as well. But I'm telling it to you guys from the Zerg perspective. When Protoss has 9 Corsairs, and it will be at least 9 from Nemu, it's very, very hard to fight against, especially if those are +1 weapon Corsairs. +1 Zealots, +8, 9 Corsairs soon. There will be a lot of Hydras from Nagrim, but I'm wondering whether he will be able to defend his Overlords. Look at that, he's target firing the Corsairs, very smartly done. Right now the Mutas will be able to fight, to support fighting against Zealots, so that was a very good micro from Nagrim. Look how quickly the Scourges are dying. But I think Nemu was a little bit too optimistic with that attack, but also the execution of the defense from Nagrim was brilliant. It's not the end of the world for Nagrim, for Nemu, because Nagrim doesn't have too good of a saturation in the third base. However, he's already adding the third base, the third hatchery over here, which is overall the 6th hatch. So that will be probably pretty huge spike in the production, especially that we can see that he already added some extra drones over here. He will start mining from the additional extractor. Nemu is trying to deal some damage with the Corsairs. He will be able to catch one Overlord, that's always good. But look at the supplies, guys. It's 11 supplies advantage for the Zerg at this stage. There is already Overload speed, so it will be very hard to do anything. Let's see if Nemu has a Storm. Looks like the Storm upgrade is just finishing, so he's very close. Not far away from finishing. At the same time, Nemu... Oh, +1 just finished, so that was very good for the Protoss. Now, if he will be able to kill this Dark Templar, it would be great, but still he damaged it heavily. I really like how Nemu is skipping a lot of Hydras at home from Nagrim with those Corsairs. He's buying himself additional time with them. Look at that! He killed the Mutas, now the supplies are in favor of the Protoss. He took the 12 o'clock base. He has 7 gateways, producing pretty good amount of units. He already has 5 High Templars, so the amount of storms will be pretty good. I'm wondering where are the lurkers, will there be lurkers? Oh, look at that. Nogrim will scout the 12 o'clock base, which is great for him because look at that. He's already having Link here, so he expected that the next base would be here. Oh, but Nemu is losing the High Templar. Very nice dodges from Nogrim. But this is actually a lot of Zealots from Nemu as well, so... Nice storms from Nemu. But Nogrim was able to beat the bottom part of the Zealots. However, Nemu was able to push this army back. So that's still anyone's game, very nice game we have here. Good macro from both players. However, I don't see Robo Facility. Oh, he just started it. And this lurker will finish like 3 seconds. Very nice storms from Nemu, but this lurker will... Ooh, this was a juicy storm. But it looks like the number of Hydras from Nagrim is just too high. He is producing thousands of them. Maybe even hundreds. Plus energy upgrade for Nemu. That's very useful upgrade because the Templars are spawning with the more energy from the gateway. You can see that Nagrim is going for the throat. Mr. React, thank you for the host, man. I'm really appreciating that. GG's, thank you for taking part in the tournament and thank you for streaming. And we can see that Nagrim is going for the throat. Nemu is trying to fight back. He's doing whatever he can. GG from Nemu. GG from Nagrim, and very nice series between those players. Very nice series. Let's see how the scores look like. Okay, so we have semifinals. Dragon versus Nogrim and Boa versus Oya. Guys, I think I want to watch Dragon versus Nogrim. Oops, no. Probably this will be fine. Okay, Nogrim needs a minute. Both players needs a minute. So guys, maybe I will use this second to tell you that I posted the information and that I already started streaming full-time streaming, full-time tournament organizing 9 months ago. And in order for me to continue this project, I need to have some steady income in order to support my family. So I read it, I explained it everything here. So I set up the goal of the Patreon, and if you want me to continue next year after BSL 16 to continue producing BSLs, you can sign up for the Patreons. We have plenty of viewers, so if every one of you will sign up for $1 or $2 a month, it will be definitely enough. So you can check it out. Check out this information. I posted it yesterday at night, and so that would be great, and that would be a world for me, because you have no idea how happy I am to be able to produce the BroodWar tournaments for live. This is the dream, like accomplishment of my dreams, to be able to work as the tournament organizer. On the other hand, I also have to support my family, so I feel bad asking you for even more support, but if it is possible for you, I will appreciate that. That will mean a lot. You can check out this article over here. Oh, I don't know if it will work. It's working. Okay, the link is working. So Nagrim versus Dragon. A kickflip. Without further ado, let's go. I'm very hyped for this match. So spawning on the bottom right location, the beast from Canada, Dragon, Super Otos. And spawning on the top left location, the legendary old Templar of Twilight's player, the legendary old school player, old school Zerg from Sweden. This is Nogrim. So Sweden used to have very strong national team. I remember we played against them and they had always very good player. I remember this Zerg which was called Kaz, I think, and he was top level. He was such a good Zerg, but there were so many. Like I think Moro is also from Sweden. Yeah, there were so many. I probably not remember many of them, but if I would see the nickname, I would say, "Oh, this guy was so good!" Like, so yeah, Sweden had a really good national team. The same thing goes to Canada. They had, like obviously TT1 is the legendary player, but they had Testy. They have EF Nage, EF. If you know what I mean, EF Nile. I don't know how to call it, but you know the Protoss player, very strong Protoss player, and many other super great players. So both of those countries, this is like, I don't know how it works, but very often when there is a country where there were some great players from the back in the days, there is a higher chance that there will be many good players coming back from this country. For example, also in Poland we had plenty of good players, and that's why like the culture of playing StarCraft survived in Poland. Probably because there is big enough community to support those players, to be interested, and to like to be the community around the success of the players. To cultivate this love to this beautiful game. Thank you, Mr. Mikazu. Oh, this is a beautiful timing from Dragon. So that's Overpool. The map is called Kickflip. This is Mr. Mineral's map. You can see Nagrim already mining gas. Let's see if he will decide to go for the layer or the speed. He decides to go for the layer in the natural, so Dragon don't know whether it's speed or the layer first, because he doesn't see the layer being morphed, but you can see Dragon so smartly going to the natural, checking, okay, the layer is done, so the layer was first, so I don't need to be afraid of some kind of a mass link bust. The third base is over here for Nogrim. I think both of those bases are fine to take. This base has this possibility to make maybe a better SimCity. This base is not wrong as well. Like both of those bases are fine. Dragon playing only 101 cannon. But he don't need more, like this is definitely enough for now. And we have as standard as a game as it's possible. So this is what we all should want probably, because we want those players to play long and juicy, beautiful games. Now we're adding more drones. After adding those drones, he will probably want to build additional hatcheries. This is a relatively fast spire. However, maybe it's normal, maybe it's just good timing. Mr. Minerals is very happy that we are having his his map in the tournament, and probably Mr. Minerals is even happy that they are playing standard because there is a bigger chance for the standard long game, which will show us how this map operates in the mid game and longer game. Dragon scouted that there is a Spire. The extractor is being added, so I don't know if it will give him some additional information that this might be some kind of a muta commitment. I'm pretty sure that here we want to add cannon over here on top of those, in the range of the Stargate, so it will be not possible to park the Scourges over here and kill the Corsair at the moment when it's producing. It's produced. So what Dragon wants to do is he wants to force Nagwin to build defense, to build links, and he don't want to allow him to power up. That's why he is pretending that he's moving out with the Zealots. And to be honest, he will probably move out in like 30 seconds or so. Maybe he will wait until 5 Corsairs, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that Nogrim started +1 Carapace for the Mutas. Ooh, but look at Mr. Dragon, sneaky player. He just added the second Stargate after seeing the Extractor being so early, and that's actually a brilliant play because Nagrim will commit into the Mutas. And if, like, sometimes if the Corsairs are stacked, you don't see whether it's like 6 or 9 of them. And if you are a Zerg, you are committing, and the difference between 6 and 9 is that you can fight against 6, you die against 9. so that's pretty smart play from our Canadian Protoss. Let's see if Nagrim will scout that. I don't think he has any idea what's coming. So now it's the timing of the Zealots. So the Mutas will be there to defend the Zealot aggression. Probably a lot of Scourges is being produced, but I don't know if Nagrim is ready for that amount of Corsairs. This is so many Corsairs and only one sunken, maybe soon to be second sunken, but it looks like it's not big enough army. Look how quickly those Scourges are dying. There is no +1 Carapace, so the timing attack from Nagrim, from Dragon is just too good, and it looks like Nagrim is taking the serious damage over here. However, the drone drill is amazing. Like he's really defending. He's like a pro gamer, and he didn't lose even too many drones. So actually, that was brilliant from our Zerg player. But the fact that he is losing all the overloads is probably the nightmare for him, because the number of Corsairs wasn't lower. He will be constantly supply blocked, and yeah, those Scourges have no chance connecting. There is still 9 Corsairs, and you can see the difference between 6 and 9. Like, this is a powerful unit. There will be a Dark Templar from Dragon, however. Ooh, and 5 more overloads to be dead. This is painful for Nagrim. So I like how he wanted to do it, but Dragon just outsmarted him with this play. And yeah, one Spore is not dealing enough damage to scare away 9 Corsairs. Maybe Carapace is done by now? Yeah, the Carapace is done by now, but still 9 Corsairs, it is pretty hard to stop that amount of coursers. Still 7s are left. You can see more and more overlords are dying, so poor Nagrim is not able to build anything. At the same time, Dragon is expanding. Oh, that's a nice counter-attack. Denying this expansion with couple links. Definitely worth it. I didn't expect that it will be possible for Nagrim to deny this expansion. Or maybe he will not even be able to do it. It's 50 to 115 supplies. Oh, we will have lurkers. But I don't know if they will be on time. Nagrim is fighting strong. Last week he got eliminated by Terror, the legendary Terran from Peru. And he lost 2-1 to Terror, so that's not a shame. But the amount of... look at that, 14 kills with this Corsair. So I don't know what Nagrim can do right now. Obviously he has to build Overlord, but I mean what kind of units he has to do in order to survive it. There is no lurkers in the natural. How long until the Observer? The Observer is already done. So Dragon with the powerful army, already goons, 1-1 upgrade. The third base is done, the fourth base is on the way. He already has 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 gateways. He will be able to kill the hatchery, and then the Overlord will, the Observer will arrive. So it's not an easy battle. The Queen's Nest coming from Nagrim, I really like that he's trying to fight it out. He has plenty of drones, so maybe there is still a hope. If Dragon would attack to this base, this third base, there would be a bigger chance for Nagrim to defend if Dragon would attack here, but this base is too open, so the lurkers will die relatively early. Nice storm damaging both of the lurkers, and even the Observer survives, so that's incredible aggression from Dragon. Being able to utilize those coursers, it was incredible. More lurkers from Nagrim. I feel like if he would have those additional like 4 and earlier 3 like 7 lurkers, maybe it would be possible for him to defend this base, but now, after losing so many drones, so many lurkers, he's trying to cut the reinforcements, but the number of goons over here is huge, and he lost he lost both of the hatcheries here. So GG, and we are having Dragon taking a lead in this best of 3. So nicely done. Nice game. Nice game. Sakura's temple is a pick for Mr. Nagrim. So guys, don't forget to sign up for tomorrow, because tomorrow we have the same tournament. Every weekend. Every weekend until we will have 8 best players. So tonight we're gonna find out second player who will join Ziki and who will win BSL Hoodie. So next 6 days next 6 like cast days are the next like Saturday and Sunday, like Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday. So next weekends are busy over here. Mr. Manu, thank you for the support as always. I'm really appreciating that. Ah. Excuse me, I set the wrong score. Dragon is obviously leading 1-0, but now the map pick goes to Nagrim and he decided to pick Shakura's Temple as the map of his choice. So spawning on the bottom right location as a red Zerg directly from Sweden, playing for us Mr. Nagrim. And his opponent, Super goes to Protoss directly from Canada. He's leading 1-0 and he's 1 game away to advancing to the finals of the second qualifications of the BSL Surprise Tournament. This is Dragon. Let's see what kind of game we will have over here. Who will be on top this time? We all know, even Bone is saying that Dragon is a player who knows all the build orders perfectly and he can execute them perfectly. Like, he is a player who has extreme experience in this game, and in opposite to Nagrim, I think Nagrim was pretty inactive for like last couple years, probably like 2-3 years. He was pretty inactive, but you can see that Nagrim was able to get back to the good shape relatively easy. Dragon with the fast scouting. Overpool for Nagrim. I'm always wondering, because this is a map where it's very hard to make a cannon rush, so I think 12 hatch here is not bad. But on the other hand, when you are playing Overpool, like, it depends what type of a player you are, because if you are playing Overpool, you are forcing your opponent to start with the Forge, and after the Forge, putting Nexus and Cannon. If you are starting with the hatchery first, then your opponent can go Gateway, Nexus, and depends what's going next, probably even Assimilator, Cybernetic Core, and then the Cannon, like Forge, Assimilator, Cybernetic Core, and Cannon. So then the tech of the Protoss is much faster. So overall, it depends what kind of player you are. It's not like one strategy is much better than the others. It's better economically for the Zerg, but it's also better economically for the Protoss. Giving the first probe very early, that's pretty significant. Very often it might mean that Zerg have an option to go for 9073 when you will lose this early probe, early scouting probe. So as you can see, Dragon is trying to sneak one more probe, but Nagrim, very aware, is trying to block it. Doom, 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 doom. he was able to sneak this probe into the base and he will be able to see the layer. So that was very, very well executed by Dragon. He's building the cybernetic core, playing only on one cannon. Let's see what... Maybe Nagrim will want to play the same strategy. Like maybe he's thinking, okay, if I wouldn't mess up the micro or maybe connect with the coursers a little bit better, I would be on top of this game. Maybe he didn't expect 2 Stargates to be there so early. That's why he's not changing anything, because everything seems relatively similar to the previous game. We don't see cybernetic core spinning, but I think this is the moment to maybe plug this upgrade. Unless you want to go for earlier cybernetic core, that's also an option. But yeah, +1 weapon upgrade started just now, around 5th minute mark. And soon I feel like Nogrim will have enough money to place additional hatcheries. Obviously, if you don't have full saturation in all of your bases, you want to have... Oh, nice micro from Dragon, killing 2 links just like that. It's always like, it's 1 drone, right? It's 50 minerals. It's always better to make additional drones, just to have at least minimum 1 into the mineral field. I mean, not always, but relatively always. So we have 4th hatchery here and 5th hatchery probably here or here. Depends where it's possible to place it. Even here, so I was wrong. So Stargate is constantly building coursers. The fact that the Zealots are applying more pressure shows how good of a player Dragon is actually. We will have 5 hatch this time from Nagrim, where he was building the 6 hatchery at this time in the previous game. So maybe this time he will want to defend the Zealot aggression with the Hydras. I'm wondering whether it's tight over here or... I never know, but it looks like there is a gap, right? Zealot, like... Sometimes there is a, like, it's ultra gapped and sometimes it's tight, so it's hard to say, but I feel like this is even not Zealot tight. Let's look what Mr. Dragon will decide to do. This time it looks like he will have a little bit faster Zealot timing. Last game he left the base around 8 minutes, now it's 7:15. And he is moving out, and we will have Hydras from Nagrim this time. So 5 hatch Hydra with 1 Sunken, it should be enough for him to hold this 7 Zealot aggression. And the +1 is done, the speed will be done in few seconds. However, this is not that many Hydras, but this is a nice Sim City, so I don't know if Dragon will want to commit over here. Maybe with the coursers in order to like lower the number of overlords. It's always tricky if you can attack, because ideally you want to Zealot to take the Hydra shots and coursers to kill the overlords. Then you are like sacrificing 2 or 3 Zealots for 5 overlords. It's always great if it's possible to do it, but if the Zerg is good, he's target firing the coursers and you are losing them basically for free. Nice connection from Nagrim. He is having significant amount of Hydras, and I'm wondering whether he wants to do some kind of a timing attack with them, because he is building a lot of Hydras only on 5 hatcheries, The number of drones is relatively low. He's already having the speed for the Overlords, so it's anti-Dark Templars. The High Templars are being built by Dragon, and I know it from my own experience that Dragon is a master of 2 base play, like 2 base 10 gateway play, so I don't know if Nagrim is expecting that, but you can see the number of Hydras is very, very high. But Dragon is aware, okay, so if you have Hydras here, you don't have anything supporting your Overlords. And at least one Overlord will fall. We can see 90 to 66 supplies. Nagrim is now supply blocked. He will want to block those Zealots with the Hydras. There will be 2 High Templars, but only 2 cannons for Dragon. The Zealot, the Storm should be available, and it is available. Incredible Storms from Dragon. That was a nice timing attack from Nagrim, but even with +1 weapon, now the Corsairs are fighting with the Overlords, so that's pretty good for Nagrim that the Corsairs will be eliminated basically for free-ish. However, it's not for free because Nagrim lost his main army here. He wanted to deal the game-ending damage to Dragon, but it didn't work. And look at this beautiful micro of the Zealot, starter step micro, 50 supply to 95. So the timing attack, it was there because the Hydras already had +1, so it was a nice attack. And I feel like the Muta switch should happen right now. We have 700, 700, and the Corsair number is significantly lowered. So let's see what will be the choice of Nagrim. He's droning up right now. So I really like that. This is what you should probably do if you want to win. If there is a chance to win this game, you need to play risky. And by playing risky, I mean going for the drones. It's definitely risky at this stage. But we already have dragons from Dragon, from Dracaris, from Drogon. Oh, but actually we have more recent dragons nowadays, right? Like those Vermitor or like Gar or Faugar, or I don't know how to pronounce it. Although look at that, it's 82 to 124, so it's not the game. It's not the end of the world for Nagrim, but he took some significant damage. He really took a lot of damage, actually, so I'm wondering whether he will be able to sustain to the pressure of Dragon. Nice catch on the Corsairs, wounding them. One hand 40 supplies from Dragon. Very powerful army. Nagrim is having a lot of lurkers as well. His macro is really on point. There will be 2 observers soon. Yeah, but Dragon can go and use this route to fight. He doesn't have to fight in this open area where Zerg wants to fight. But Nagrim is very smartly poking those units from behind, not allowing Dragon to retreat for free. However, the Protoss can use the fact that it's very hard to position Zerg units relatively early. Riado is here, another legendary player from Norway. He's cheering for his Scandinavian friend, and this High Templar might be a hero because all the units are retreating from this direction, and Dragon is showing his power. 2 base, extremely powerful, 150 supply push, so many Hydras, so many lurkers, but all of them are being stormed. The +2 weapon should be done soon, so this is also a very nice timing attack as well, but we can see that Nagrim is microing nicely. He still has some Hydras left. However, there is plenty of dragons left, plenty of storms left. So Nagrim is fighting nicely, but it looks like Dragon have simply too many units, and Another Hydras are popping from this location. If only Nagrim would have the additional... if only he would have the additional hatchery earlier, maybe this game would end differently. But there is still plenty of storm. He has 2 more storms available, soon to be 4, so that's pretty powerful army from the Protoss. 1-1 upgrades. He is already having the 3rd base mining. He's taking the 4th base. So that's a beautiful game from our Canadian Protoss player. But also Nogrim showed us some good performance today, winning against Nemu. After losing the first game, he was able to get back and showed us good game against Nemu Terran and Nemu Protoss, and now he showed us a good game against Dragon, but Dragon is simply too big of a beast. GG. And Dragon is the first player who will advance to the grand finals of the BSL Surprise Tournament number 2. I would like to remember all of you guys that tomorrow there will be a 3rd tournament, so sign up. But you should also remember that there is a time change. So it will be 1 hour earlier. This is the finals, so finals are obviously best of 5. Okay, so now we will have the finals, Boa versus Dragon. Boa versus Dragon, the finals of the BSL Surprise Tournament number 2. You can sign up over here. There is a post where there is all the sign up buttons. So for tomorrow we have Nagrim, Dragon,